Writing a biconditional. A biconditional is when you have two conditional statements. When you have a conditional and its converse. And if I look at my conditional and my converse, if I were to identify the hypothesis and conclusion, I can see here it says you are in ninth grade. That comes after the word if, so that is my hypothesis. After the word then is my conclusion. You are taking algebra. I'll label that as Q. And if I look at the converse is it the such that I switch the conclusion with the hypothesis. So you are taking algebra. I can see that that was originally my conclusion. So I'm going to label this as Q since I already know that that's represented by Q. So I switch that to the in place of the hypothesis, and I take my hypothesis of the conditional and I'm going to put it after the word then. So it becomes the new conclusion in the converse. So again, if you see the conditional, the converse is basically take P and Q and you switch them. Switch the hypothesis with the conclusion. So if I wanted to write a biconditional statement, I will take these two statements and combine it. So how do I combine it? We add a certain set of words. If and only if. So the combination of these two statements create a biconditional such that it says you are in ninth grade if and only if you are taking algebra. In this biconditional, you are in ninth grade is the P, my hypothesis for my conditional, and you are taking algebra is my conclusion represented by Q. So if I want to write it biconditional, I can see that we're going to use the words if and only if, and at the beginning or prior to if and only if, we place the hypothesis there, and the conclusion would come after the words if and only if.